More men need to learn about the importance of showing up. How are you showing up in your relationships? Do you believe that showing up only means being sexually compatible? Do you believe that showing up means that you're only supposed to provide financially for your family? You know, so many women are complaining that their partners are not showing up because they're struggling, because men are not making themselves emotionally accessible. Men are not recognizing that to show up in their homes mean they need to learn how to put off their professional hats and become more than just this strong dictator, become more than just this traditional male in their relationships, and show up. Play the role of a father, play the role of a caregiver, play the role of someone who is able to apply themselves domestically. Play the role of someone who is not insecure if your partner is in a better position than you. You see, more men have got to learn the value in showing up in a relationship. The big challenge is this, guys, is if you're not showing up for yourself, if you're not being compassionate to yourself, if you're not treating yourself with respect, how do you expect to treat your partner or your kids with respect? If you're making excuses, if you are crapping out on doing those things that you should be doing, making healthier choices, setting good boundaries, and allowing yourself to be taught, if you're not confronting some of those beliefs that you have about what your role is as a man in the home based on traditional masculinity or based on cultural expectations, then are you really showing up? I want you to start think about this, guys, and ask yourself the question, am I showing up? And if you're not showing up, what do you need to do differently in order to show up? That's a problem in several marriages and in several relationships. As men, we are not showing up enough. I want you to really consider the value in showing up. Show up mentally, show up psychologically, show up spiritually, show up socially, show up sexually, show up financially. The reality is we might not be able to show up in all these places at the same time. But what is needed is that you've got to take the time to explore all these different categories and to see what it looks like for you, so that when your family has those needs, because you see, the need of your family is not only physical, the need of your family is also emotional and psychological and spiritual. And so, as you lead in your home as a man, you need to learn the art of showing up in these areas. And if you don't know, it's not too late. You can learn how. But I want you to think about this big reality. Don't just show up in your professional life. Show up in your personal life. And you've got to take the time to explore what that looks like, so that when you show up, you can be effective and you can lead your family, you can lead your partner, you can lead your kids, and you can lead them with confidence because you know what it means to show up, to step up, and to be an effective leader. Guys, remember, personal development is not an event, it's a lifestyle.